So we want to bring up now the Erica Hill Experiment leaderboard to see how well I did in week 5. So remember, here are my goals. Sleeping 6 to 8 hours of each night. Yeah, right. Eating 9 servings of vegetables a day, getting 30 minutes of exercise every day. And if you've been following along, you know that I'm pretty much where I've been for the last 3 weeks. Sleep, maybe a lost cause at the moment, but diet and exercise are definitely right on target. We want to take a closer look now at how far I've come, what I still need to do. Dr. Amanda Baten is here. And good to have you back with us. We should point out, you've been doing kind of double duty with me because you're a nutritionist, but you're also a clinical psychologist.
Correct.
And so you're helping me work on a lot of different things, even just in the scheduling of my life. And I like that you're realistic, knowing that I'm not going to get 8 hours of sleep a night. I need better sleep, but it turns out sleep's not my biggest challenge, it's my schedule.
Right, right.
So you've been talking to me about balance, which I always feel like is, sort of tough. Oh, is there really such a thing as balance? But there can be.
Well, balance is the key to optimal mental health, and it's really the ability to multitask and to combine all of the different aspects of your life that are important to you, like hanging out with friends, being with family, eating healthy, cooking healthy, and being able to do those things all together. So you did that very well with taking a run with Jamie or riding your bike with your family. That kind of thing is what you want to do in order to create balance.
Which is great to hear, because sometimes I think multitasking gets a bad name. It's that you're trying to do too much at once, but in this case, it's really beneficial.
It's combining. It's trying to be, what are the things that are important to me? How can I make that happen in the course of the day?
So I'm working on that a little bit. You've also, I know, pointed out a number of times over the last few weeks that we've been working together, pointing out my sort of need or attempt at attaining this perfectionist image in a lot of different ways, which really is kind of setting yourself up for failure, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's all about reasonable expectations. I hope you've gotten that from our conversation.
I definitely have. And one of the things I know that you focus on is language can be really important in overcoming this need to be a perfectionist.
Yes.
So what are some of the, give me some examples of that language that we can change.
I like to make the distinction between absolute need to have something versus the preference to have it. Even in the way that I say that, it's a more relaxed approach. Mm-hmm. So the absolute need words can be I have to, I must, I should, I ought, versus it is my preference to, my goal is to, I would like to. So dogmatic demand words are such demands that things have to be done in a certain way, usually a perfect way. And that results in kind of hand-wringing, and I can't do this.
And it makes it, you made the comparison to me that this is what a lot of people do with a diet. I have to eat this, I fall off the wagon once and I'm done. And even with scheduling of exercise, I've noticed it's the same thing. When I change that thinking, I end up having a better outcome.
Absolutely. If you say to yourself, I am going to move towards this goal versus, oh my God, I have to do this perfectly. It's a very different feeling.
It's kind of nice to be a little bit more realistic about things.
Fantastic.
It's great. So as we move forward now, we've got 1 week left.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that maybe I still need to work on in that last week or that need more focus?
I think that where you've done a great job so far, really. I've been very impressed. A little more time to yourself. Remember that, taking the oxygen mask first is very important, and make this distinction between what is selfish versus what is self-preserving. When you're taking care of yourself, you're in a better position to care for others.
Some great tips. I would like to incorporate them as I head into week 6.
Fantastic.